flagman says, go get him. Trevor Day on the point. Day, Burrell, and Jones, your top three. White flag last time around. And heat number 1 to cart number 80 out of Concord, Trevor Day, followed by the 24 of Jason Burrell. 41 of Chris Green sliding in the third on that final lap, and the fourth position to the 88 of Travis Day. We got a green. Zach Davis jumps to the front. Davis at the point. Richard runs second and McCall in the third slot at this time. Ending there. Ending anything that comes from scoring. Your winner was the 32 of Zach Davis, followed by the 8 of Leanne Richard, the 6 of Steve Cantrell, and the 87 of Calvin Lewis. Here we go with the number 73 first card off, sponsored by All Defense Company, Busby Motorsports, and Tigris Custom Meats. Out of Martinez, Darrell King. 7C, sponsored by Miracle Auto Painting, McSperrin Auto Glass, and Stockton Wheel. Out of Campo, Christian Straw. The 0, sponsored by Stockton Auto Supply, AAA Auto Glass, Grand Auto Sales, B&R Machine Shop, Axles Plus, JP Racing Engines, and Don's Auto Repair. Out of Manteca, Michael Brooks Jr. And they should bring up the 45. Sponsored by Auto House Body and Paint, United Reynolds Lodi, Ken's Custom Glass and Mirror, with a special thanks to Uncle Harold and Grandpa Jr. out of Campo. That'll be Jeff Sullivan. And then we should have the 93. Sponsored by GB Industrial Spray, Manteca Boat Works, Gallagher Designs, Manteca Service Center, 99 Recycling Center, Professional Appliance Installers, B&F Auto Body, and Miller's Checkerboard Radiator. Driver out of Manteca, James Carpenter. Then we need a 33 in line, sponsored by J. Milano Company, B&F Motors, and KMD Racing out of Stockton, David Johnson. And we'll have the 44X, sponsored by Al's Roofing out of Union City. That's Travis Sullivan. Let me check that to make sure. Yep, Travis Sullivan. Number 17, sponsored by DeCarlo's Auto Repair, Busby Motorsports, J&D Custom Embroidery, Redline Oil, Bill McCarthy Racing Engines, Ace Tire, and Slot Car Warehouse. Your defending champion out of Martinez, Nick DeCarlo. And last but not least is the Green Flag Cars. You got the 2M, sponsored by the Upper Connection, Gallagher Designs, Charlie's High Performance, Checkerboard Radiator, Tough Boy Sales, GB Industrial Color Coating, B&F Body Shop, Macro Tools, Gorgeous Racing, DJ Tuckers, and James Bueno. The number 2M out of Banta is Nick Miller. With the lead, Kristen Straw. Right behind him, David Johnson in the third slot. Johnson making a move by Christian, and she holds him off. Nick Miller up into the fourth slot. Bingo! Well, turns him right around, keeps him going. To the number 73 out of Martinez. That's his first heat win for Darrell King. Second to the 7C of Christian Straw. And I'm not quite sure whether we had a lap situation there or not, but I had the 44X of Travis Sullivan in third. If he was not down a lap, he's in third. And fourth, therefore possibly third, the 2M of Nick Miller. And scoring since 44 is up, so that's the way it goes. 73, 7C, 44X, and 2M. Whoa, look at there. We're bringing the vintage midgets out. First man out the door, the number 36 out of San Carlos, Jim Fowler. That's a 1959 Starner chassis midget with a Chevy 2 motor in it. He shot out of there like a cannon shot. With the 250s and 600s gone, we got them parked deeper into the pit area where they can get a better runoff. Here you go with number 47 out of Hercules. This is Pete Bray. This is the 1969 Malloy chassis. It also carries a Chevy 2 motor. Chevy 2 motors were the popular motors in the mid to late 50s for the midgets. By insurance regulations, not only us, no track anywhere can allow these guys to stand totally on the gas, which is a crying shame, really. But you can see they don't have the roll cages of today. They don't have the safety items of today. They don't have the onboard fire extinguishers and stuff like that. They do wear heavy helmets compared to the old leather flying helmets that they used to wear years ago. But insurance companies being what they are today and the lawsuits being what they are today, here comes the number 7 Out of Campbell, this is Tim Butterick. This is a 1970 Edmunds chassis, also with a Chevy 2. Anyway, with everybody being kind of sue crazy, the insurance companies go crazy and they say no racing with these kind of cars. So we probably get about 3/4 throttle with them, and they have their own little guidelines that they deal with. They can pass each other, and they kind of learn each other's motions, and they know when it's safe and when it's not safe, and they put on the best show possible. But I, for one, would love to see them just stand on them one time and go for it. Of course, you got a lot of money in these cars. Parts are next to unavailable. They cost an arm and a leg when you can find them. Beautifully restored equipment. And the number 1 out of Santa Clara, driver here, Ron Dunn. This is the 1967 Benson. It's the first Benson chassis made in that year, Chevy 2 motor. Back in 1967, 68, somewhere in the area, that particular one, that yellow number 1, down at Ascot Park, one of the biggest races of the year and the biggest races on the West Coast is what they call the Turkey Night event. And that particular car won the very first Turkey Night event held at Ascot Speedway, so that's one of the historical credits to that car. We don't know who the driver was. Sadly, a lot of that tough stuff has been lost through the years, that even though these guys have tried very hard, you have no idea who's driven some of these cars over the years and where they've been. Trying to get some fire out there. The number 98 out of Sutter Creek, that's Tom Pfeiffer. That is a 1956 Shalala. It has a Ford V860 motor, a Ford V860 motor. Comes the number 12, driven by Dick Nelson. Dick Nelson out of Santa Clara. This is an oldie. This is a 1946 Curtis Craft. 46 Curtis Craft. It too has a Ford V816 motor in it. And a vast number of the area tracks in northern and central and southern California in the 40s were built for racing purposes by these very cars. It was long before you had the full-body stock cars on the West Coast. It was all mostly dirt, and it was midgets of this style and some roadsters involved. Here's another one out. We'll catch him down the front straightaway as he comes by. I'm looking right into the sun. That is the number 85 out of El Sobrante, driven by Stu Donaldson. This is a 1970 Benson chassis with a Chevy 2 motor. Back in those years, sanctioning bodies like the CRA, which is the California Racing Association, they had what they called a red unit and a blue unit that used to race in various ends of the state. BCRA, the Bay City Racing Association, came into being in the 46-47 era for these cars. Here comes the 95 to join the pack. That is Mike Mosikiel out of Daly City. It's a 1969 Benson with a Chevy 2 motor. This car was once owned by Slim Clark, and Billy Vukovich drove it at one time, and Hank Butcher took a championship with this particular car. We get the green, let him wind him up a little bit. And we get the number 1 of Ron Dunn over there with the prop. He gets it out of the way. And as I look at my paperwork here, I realize I did introduce one a little bit wrong. We've got 2 number 7s in the pit tonight. One of them is yellow and one of them is blue. And I just came down, found the first number 7. So the blue number 7 out there is Bud Bray out of Granite Bay. Bud Bray out of Granite Bay, that blue number 7. It's a 69 Benson with a Chevy 2. exhibitions tonight by the Vintage Midgets. 8-lap heat race about tenfold. Flagman's looking. He shows him the green. Turn number 4 sees the white cloud. The win to the number 6, Guy Gabor, followed by the 7, Joe Cambra, the 94 of Robert Oliver, the 23, Virginia Patterson. And we roll the sportsmen for their heat race. Looks like we're going to have some sibling rivalry up on the front row. Inside, the 58J, Samantha Clement. Next to her outside, the number 58, her brother, Fred Clement. And back of the pack at this point, the number 66, Pete Paulson. Missing the number 7 of Jeff Tucker at this moment. Yes, as the sun slides below the palm trees. Thank you very much. White flag this time by. The heat win to Young Fred in the number 58, followed by the 66 Pete Paulson and the 58 JM Samantha Clement. Yes, we can see, says Mr. Mark. I keep thinking about coming down here every week and watering those trees over there just to make sure they keep growing. A gaggle of geese looking for a lake to land on. Whoa, look out, look out. Getting close, getting close. Little root, we're all right, we're all right. Bumper to bumper, fender to fender, lug wheel to lug wheel. Hey. Well, there goes a hunk of fender. The Volkswagens go at it. And the 570 Ferrari does a beautiful pirouette over the front of the Volkswagens. George Pierce up in front, followed by the 911 of Joe Butler. And we get a yellow. We got a green. And your leader spins out. On the white flag lap, the 911 of Joe Butler takes control. First heat win to the number 911. That's Joe Butler out of Stockton. Uh-oh, scoring says, wait a minute, let me find out. What I see might not be what I get, as they say, something like that. 570 credited with the heat win. So no first heat win for the 911 at this point. I'll find out why. I think that would put the 360 in second, the 036, that's the McCullough brothers, in second and third. fault is this big post I have between me and a portion of turn 2. Evidently the 911 got into the back of 188, who was the leader at that time, and they said, you should have done that. So they penalized him, took the win away from him. I saw the 188 spin, but I didn't see the contact through the window system up here. Trophy dash for the B division. It looks like the 8 of Leanne Richard, the 24 of Jason Burrell. There's the 32 of Zach Davis, and the 80 of Trevor Day. We got a green. And Davis charges to the front. White flag. And adding the dash win to his previous heat win, the number 32 out of Modesto, Zach Davis. He's followed by the number 80 of Trevor Day, the 24 of Jason Burrell, and the 8 of Leanne Richard. And you can tell by the volume that we got the higher compression. The A division box stock coming out for a dash. The pink one down there, the 44X out of Union City, is Travis Sullivan. Inside of him, the 2M out of Tracy, Nick Miller. Inside back row, the 7C out of Acampo, Kristen Straw. And she's flanked by the 73 out of Martinez. First career heat win for him tonight. That's Darrell King. Hang on, there we go. Got them locked up. We got a problem with that front wheel. Yes, sir. It's a loose wheel. Alrighty, Miller and King on the front row. Travis Sullivan in the cleanup slot. They come around. We get a green. Dash win number 2 on the 99 season for the 2M, Nick Miller, followed by the 44X, Travis Sullivan, the 73 of Darrell King. From the infield, finishing 4th, the 7C of Kristen Straw. Stock Division Trophy Dash. Got the 94 of Robert Oliver, the 23 Virginia Patterson, the 6 of Guy Gabor, the 7 of Joe Canberra. And the 94 of Oliver, only second week driver. They come around to the white flag. Joe Canberra coming by. Score the win to the number 6, Guy Gabor, followed by the 7, Joe Canberra, the 94 of Oliver, and the 23 of Patterson. For the modified sportsman. On the inside in the 58J, Samantha Clement. Next to her, big brother Fred Clement in the regular 58. Back of the pack, the 66, Pete Paulson. To his heat win and his fast time for Fred Clement, followed by the 66, Pete Paulson, the 58 of Samantha Clement. Bomber Division Trophy Dash, the 888, Rod Gorham, the 111, Greg Merroy, the 555, Jonathan Wright, and looks like the 570 back there, Paul Merroy. We got a green. Gorham on the point so far. White flag as they pass. Dash win number 2 of the year to the 888 with Rod Gorham behind the wheel. 111 Greg Merroy in the second spot. The 570 of Paul Merroy follows him, and in the fourth slot the 555 Jonathan Wright. Hey, well, it's kind of quiet, ladies and gentlemen. I got a kind of one of those moment of silence, moment of sorrows for you. See the guy with his back turned with the white hair sticking out from underneath the gray cap on the front straightaway down there? He's bossing everybody around. That's Sonny Neighbors, our chief official. You want to know something terrible, terrible about Sonny? Tomorrow, he turns 50. Should we have a moment of silence? It's all over, Sonny Neighbors. Tomorrow, you will fall apart by 9 a.m. Happy birthday to you down there, son. Where are you going to go, guy? Who are you going to give what to first? Oh, they're way down there. Oh, our flagman's doing the duties down there. Who you got? You got the 2M. That's Nick Miller out of Tracy, picking up his dash. Miller Checkerboard Radiator Special. They come over to the about third, maybe fourth week Phenomena. Is that what you could say that about this one? Number 32 out of Modesto, Zach Davis with the dash win. He's come on strong for being a rookie. We move over to the veteran department. It's a young man, but it's an old man as far as racing. Guy Gabor, he has done just about everything here at Delta. He holds just about every record worthy of holding. Way to go, Guy. Over to the big guy, the number 58, Fred Clement out of Stockton, who could have backed off and let his sister win one. And then we go to the 888, Rod Gorham. Congratulations to you all for your dash wins. Look at the youngsters down there. Those trophies are worth $1 million apiece to those kids, let me tell you. Semi-main set for 10 laps. Transfer to the feature. Who we got? We got the 2 of Chad Bindi. I see him for sure. Second row outside, I can see the 17 of Donna Collier McCall. Looks like front row inside or outside, the 3 of Kevin Straw as they get the green. We got the 73 of Derek Jones and the 6 of Steve Cantrell. And Kevin Straw jumps to the lead. Kevin Straw running away with it. And the semi-main event win, along with the A-main transfer ticket, goes to the number 3 out of Acampo, Kevin Straw. Second place and the other transfer ticket goes to the number 2 out of Stockton, Chad Bindi. The alternate main event car, should it be needed, third place, 17S Donna Collier McCall. She's followed by the number 6, Steve Cantrell. We got a yellow. The 33 of David Johnson went kind of lame right on the first green, faded back all the way through the pack and wound up stopped back there. Got a green. impressive fashion for the number 44X out of Union City, Travis Sullivan. Second to the number 0, Mike Brooks Jr. Third to the 17 of Nick DiCarlo. Fourth to the 45 of Jeff Sullivan. And the fifth slot to the 33 of David Johnson. Dustin Anderson at the front. Calvin Lewis charges through for second, and they bang and bang again. He falls back to third. Chris Green now in the second spot. Front two start to pull away a little bit. Oh, the 37 of Anderson gets a little loose. Green looks to the outside, can't pull it off this time by. And we got him tied up down here in the front straightaway. Coming around, flag man's looking. We got a green. Chris Green to the number 1 slot that time by. Kevin Straw into the number 2 spot. White flag to your leader that time by.